The SJW cries out as he strikes you. Or I should say he, she, they, them strikes you. Zeezer? I don't know. Hi. My gosh. Absolutely crazy stuff. We always cover big tech nonsense on this channel with them being double standards, with their attacking conservatives, with their attacking Christians, with their really awful, awful attempts to gaslight people. And this is one of the worst I've ever seen today. We're going to get to what's happening to Libs of TikTok, a wonderful, wonderful Twitter account, in just a second. My gosh. All right. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and I am the difference in mainstream culture. If you're sick of Disney, if you're sick of Warner Brothers, if you're sick of all the garbage that they're throwing in your face, all the stuff that Libs of TikTok covers, you're going to love this difference in culture. I've made a novel and a graphic novel. If you like to read, if you like to read comic books, this is the future. We're making our own IPs, and hopefully one day we'll be able to make movies and things like that. Right now, it's crushing it. This is our most successful campaign ever. Overmind, science fiction graphic novel and novel. And it's all about an AI manipulating algorithms, messing with people, brainwashing people, just like Twitter's doing these days. So please check that out in the description below. I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. You're the best in the business, and I love you guys. All right. This is the story of the day. Libs of TikTok starts getting death threats, and this comes from yesterday. Update, I've now received about a dozen death threats after radical leftists accuse me of being a domestic terrorist extremist. Yes, they just post videos on the internet that are funny of liberals looking like idiots, which they often are. And, of course, they're an insurrectionist. They always do this stuff. I had comic book pros calling me a literal Nazi sympathizer the other day. It's like, come on. It's all because they are still deranged about President Trump. Twitter has not removed any of the accounts who sent the threats. I had this also with me. And Libs of TikTok's a friend of the channel. They actually follow me over on Twitter. I'm one of the few people that they do. I appreciate them for that. They're great people. And here's the deal. Like, when I was harassed a couple years ago, I had people tagging me, calling me racist, all this stuff. It was a bunch of libel attacking me. Twitter actually suspended my account, permanently banned me for replying to them. They all mass reported me after attacking me, and then they permanently suspended me. You could tell somebody over at Twitter was going, this guy's a right-wing comic book creator. Let's get rid of him. Very obvious. And there's now evidence that there are these backroom chats where this kind of thing happens. We're going to get to that in a second. I have been appealing it for the past year. I'm unsuspended finally. But those people who were attacking me, who were causing me harm, never got suspended, never had any trouble. It was a pile-on. It is actual harassment on the platform. Twitter does not care because of who it's being done to. Now, they actually posted receipts of some of these. Here is somebody posting a death threat and sending it to them. Here's some more. I hope someone finds you at night and slits your wrists, you filthy pig. Awful. Terrible stuff. Tons of these little death threats. These are far worse than any of the stuff that the Star Wars actors complain about when Disney makes their big statements about them. There's Elon Musk actually tagging Twitter on this. He knows that this is wrong, and Twitter really needs to get its act together. Now, instead of actually doing something about it, it's actually come out. Jack Posobiec broke this story. Leaked internal Twitter chat shows employees discussing banning Libs of TikTok after, quote, we successfully deplatformed Trump. And mention it, quote, may not be in our fiduciary responsibility interest to ban a high-profile account right now, a reference to Elon Musk's pending purchase. And you could see here's their internal chat. I mean, we successfully deplatformed Trump. I don't think deplatforming Libs of TikTok is going to cause a mass exodus, but I guess it may not be in our fiduciary interest to enact a ban of a high-profile account right now. So here it is. Somebody actually says it might erode trust in our platform, whose users thinks we are irredeemably biased against conservatives. It would, because you are irredeemably biased against conservatives. It's a bad thing, and we've seen a lot of this going on from Twitter. This is damning evidence of their internal chat right here. The fact that they actively say we deplatformed Trump, that they planned it, that it was a thing that they're proud of, and that they're looking at doing this just because this is a conservative account. Even though, and they know that they're going to harm their own fiduciary interests in doing so. They're still not actually stopping the harassment. They're still not actually stopping the death threats. They're hurting the victims of these kind of things who are the conservatives. We are the people who are attacked more than anybody else in culture. We're the people who are harassed by a lot of evil people online, and nobody in these stupid platforms ever do anything about it. It's disgusting. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of watching this happen, and it needs to change. I'm glad this is coming out. I'm really glad. This is the year 2022. All this stuff's starting to get exposed. People are waking up for the first time. I'm really seeing a huge difference. Of course, we're growing big over here. We're growing big on Twitter too. People are seeing the change, and they are sick of big tech acting like this. They're sick of Hollywood acting like this. They're sick of the SJWs causing cancer in our culture and then trying to blame us for it. All right, what do you think about this? Leave a comment down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back with more news and more fun soon.